guys, it's your boy Ricky here with Bromero Cards. I hope you're doing well today. Y'all, today we have a video hop from Altenew. I'm glad and honored to be a part of it today, and I'm so happy that you're here. Make sure you check down in the description for any instructions on how you can win a prize, because y'all, they always give a prize out for video hops, so make sure that you check that out down below. Before we get looking at what we're going to be using today, just a few things. If you are new here, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. If you're not new here and you're part of their OG Bromies, thank you for your support. Secondly, click that notification bell so that you know a new video has come out. Third, leave me a comment down below. Let's have a discussion. And then lastly, if you know someone that would really like this video, send this out to them. So without further ado, let's look down at the desk to see exactly what we're going to be using today on today's card. Okay, so we're going to be using this really big stamp set. It's called Bouquet of Poppies. It is huge, you guys. Take that out. Check that out. It's basically an 8.5 by 11 size stamp. This is pretty big. It's about 8 inches. Then there's like other pieces that go along with it. That are individual, and it has all kinds of sentiments. We're also going to be using the coordinating stencils for this so that we can get that colored in. We're going to be using some white paper, a Misty. We're going to be using some new colors from Altenew. We're going to be using Wisteria, Hydrangea, and Ultraviolet, and Grassfield, and Firefly. All right, so let me get this set up so that we can start for the first part of the process. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and stamp out the Bouquet of Poppies. So we are going to go ahead and get this placed down onto the Misty. That got stuck to the back of the packaging. And then we're going to go ahead and place this on here so that it fits onto the Misty. And then we'll go ahead and get this inked up. Like I said, this stamp set is pretty big, so you have to have the original Misty in order to get this to fit. I don't even think it'll fit in the stamp wheel. I didn't try it. I probably should have, but it didn't seem like it would fit. So thought what we would do here is just go ahead and get this stamped out here. We might have to stamp it a couple times. It is pretty big. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do is get this set off to the side so we can let it dry a little bit, and then I'll be back and we could start the process of doing the stenciling. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start doing the stenciling. Now, I do have to say there are 8 stencils that go along with this stamp set, but we're not going to be using all of them because some of them do individual pieces in the stamp set. So what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and do the first one here first. Let's see, I want to make sure that I have it facing the right way. Okay. Let's see here. I want to make sure. I'm trying to do the comparison because you guys, it does have a guide that goes along with this. So what I'm trying to do is just making sure that the way that it's positioned here, I kind of want it to be positioned in the same way. So we'll take this and we're just going to kind of position it like this so that it is like in the same direction as the instructions have. So let's take a look here. So to make it easier to get all the correct positions, if you kind of can match it to what the picture looks like already. So here, we are going to start with the lightest purple. We're going to start with Wisteria. And we're just going to get this ink blended down onto the paper. And then also, you just want to be careful when you're coming around the edges here because you don't want to get the color along the edge of the stencil. So just be careful with that, or you can mask that off if you're kind of afraid. Like I'll probably do it anyway because I don't have it masked off, but we're going to see how well that goes. Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and pull this off. And then let's get the next one on. And this will be in the next darkest color. Let's see here. There we go. And then we'll go in with the next darkest color, which we're going to be using hydrangea. Ooh, it's pretty. I kind of like to tap off on the side sometimes. And then you can also use that color and bring it in other areas when you tap off. So you're not wasting the ink. This one's off a little bit, but it'll be okay. I mean, who's into perfection, right? Who's into that? All right, that looks good. We'll go to the next one, and this will be using the darkest color. And this is going to be ultraviolet. Alrighty. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, you guys, that is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Wow, that's really, really pretty. All right, so up next we have the leaves. So looks like we have light green first. Looks good. And we'll use Firefly for this. This is looking a little bit more neon green than it is in real life. But that's okay. All right, I think I got all the green areas. Whoops, no, here's green, green. Probably do yellow there, but that's okay. Alrighty, up next, we have this guy that we need to do up by himself. And then we have these to do as well. Then this one. Alrighty, and then we have the veins to put into these guys. So let's figure out where this goes. All right, and then we'll use grass fields for this. Ooh, this one looks juicy, you guys. And we can just take all this extra that I tap off on the side and use that inside. So we're not wasting any ink. I think this looks good. Wow, that's really pretty. Wow. Alrighty, and then we have the next one here, which is these guys. Sorry, you guys, getting this lined up can be a little hard sometimes. I think that's right. There we go. Alrighty. Beautiful. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and get this off of the mat here, and then we'll come back and we'll take a look at it to see exactly how we're gonna cut this guy out. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we're gonna cut this into two different card bases, and I think I'm gonna do this. First, let me see how long this is. This is 8.5, so it could be 4 1/4. So 4 1/4, and we'll do by 5 1/2, like a normal card front. And then we'll do the same thing for this. It's 4 1/4. I want to do 5 1/2. So let's just do just a little bit off this side and a little bit off this side. Okay. All right. All right. So we have our two card panels here, and I really like how we have a vertical and a horizontal one. So I'm really digging that. And I think what we're going to do is just cut a little bit off of each side so that we can give this probably a black mat. I'm thinking it needs a black mat. So let's just cut off just like an eighth off of each side. And then we will get this glued down. But before I glue this down, I think I want to go ahead and put the sentiment on these guys first. So let's pull our Misty back out here. Let's take this big guy out. And then let's put our first sentiment on here. All right, so this one's, I'm going to do a vertical. So let's see what sentiments we have. Let's do, maybe we are sorry for your loss. Let's see here. There we go. All right. We don't want to press too hard. We don't want to distort the letters. All right, let me see what this looks like. All right, so I do not like how this looks, so we're going to fix this. We are going to do heat embossing on black cardstock to get that the way that I want it to look. So let me get a piece of black cardstock, and then we'll do some anti-static powder so that heat embossing powder or the embossing powder doesn't stick to the cardstock where we don't want it to stick. And then you know what? We might as well go ahead and do the other one too while we're at it. To the beautiful you. Let's go ahead and do this guy too. And let's get some white heat embossing powder on this. All right, you guys, this looks perfect. I'm going to tap the rest of this powder off, and then I'm going to take a heat gun to this and get this cut out, and then I'm going, or get this heat embossed and then cut these out into strips, and then we'll come back and start putting the rest of the cards together. Okay, so we have the pieces for the cards, so we're going to go ahead and start putting these together. The first thing we're going to do is go ahead and put these onto the black mats. Okay, there we go. We have that one. Let's go ahead and get this one on. All right, so then let's go ahead and get this glued down to the card base. Make sure we have the right side open. Okay. We got that one down. Let's go ahead and get this one glued down. Alrighty. So you can't really tell on video. Let me get a little bit closer here. So there's a few prints here that have kind of, I need to cover this up. It's got a little smearing there. It's fine. It's like no one would probably ever notice, but it's going to drive me crazy. So I'm just going to cover it up with the sentiment. And for this sentiment, we have "To the Beautiful You," and we're just going to kind of like stick that there to cover up those blemishes. Again, it's not that bad, but you know, you know how us card makers are. We have to make it try to be as perfect as possible. All right, there we go. And then for this one, we are just going to use some foam tape on the back of this, and we're just going to cover up the sentiment that I just didn't care for. I didn't like how it was lined up on the card, so we're going to fix it. It's a good thing about making cards is usually you can always fix something unless you do something really bad, like with colors or something that you can't correct. But with this, we can totally fix this. And there we go. We have the two cards. Very simple. We get two cards out of one stamp set. I think that's pretty amazing. It comes together pretty quickly, and you get two really beautiful cards. You can mix and match so many different colors with this stamp set, and I really think you'll really enjoy it. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. Remember to go down in the comments and check out the description to see what you have to do to win the prize, which I'm pretty sure is leave a comment. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what color you would have used for these arrangements. And yeah, good luck on the contest. And until next time, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.